Hello and welcome to BrixFix. I am your host Brix, here today with a very special LEGO City set. This is set number 60380, Downtown. Why is it so special? This is the biggest LEGO City set ever released. I'm pretty pumped. This gargantuan LEGO City set comes in at 2,010 pieces, is an 8+ age rating, and is priced at $199 in the US or $259.99 its Canadian equivalent. And when you see this box, you will feel all of that 2,010 pieces. This box is gigantic. I could barely get it in frame here to give you a panoramic to show it off. It's truly mind-blowing. I heard about this set and I thought someone was playing a prank on me. I thought maybe I had misread something online, and then I saw the box pictures online and it floored me. It floored me all again seeing it in person. I remember picking it up off the shelf and it was like a time machine, taking me back in time to grabbing a large LEGO set off the shelf and standing there with the puppy dog eyes looking up at parents saying, please. But I'm a responsible adult. I buy my own stuff now, so I put it in the cart and asked nobody for permission. Being a grown adult with a small modicum of disposable income feels good sometimes. Treat yourself, a wise man once said. If you like LEGO set reviews, please consider subscribing to the channel. I put out new videos each and every week, and your support goes a really long way in helping the channel grow so I can put out new videos for you. It's a symbiotic relationship. But for now, let's get this built out here on the table and give you a closer look. I am almost at a loss of where to start here. There is so much going on, and with a name like Downtown, you have to assume there's a lot going on down here. The name does not disappoint, folks. If you want to grab a slice of pizza, we're heading downtown. Comic book shop? Downtown. Haircut? Take your dog to the vet? All downtown. Check into a hotel? Downtown. Want to grab a fruit smoothie? Hey, there's a cart rolling through. Downtown. There is so much going on here, and I gotta stop blabbing here. We just gotta get into it. I'll show you the close-up of the shops, but I just really wanted you to sit back and look at this 360-degree view of what's going on here. The piece count and the size of the set does not disappoint. Not only is it huge, but it's not just huge for the sake of being huge. It's a perfect layout. It takes up a lot of space, but it's still open enough for play. You've got the open dollhouse effect to the side and the back, fully open for posing figures and for play, but you've got the whole beautiful facade front, which is just more for a display piece. And whether you're a kid buying this for play, or if you are an adult buying this for display, this really is the perfect LEGO City set. I'm sure it helped LEGO keep some of the piece count out of this, but all that big open garden space in the front is just also beautiful and a perfect juxtaposition from this giant concrete jungle to that cute little green outdoor space where someone could just kick back and relax, get a little tiny slice of nature. Enough gushing out of me, let's get into the deep dive and I'll show you some close-ups. There is really no part of this set that isn't big. This is basically a whole, I'd say half a city block, and you can see its depth going down each side here. Like there's no skimping on pieces. Like it starts off maybe a little bit skinny out front and then it gets back to the high rise, but there's no part of the set that's just wide open for the sake of being wide open, except the main road, which is even part of the set incorporated perfectly the way it goes under that big archway. That archway there with the clear blue glass connecting the two different sides of the towers, like what a well done part of this, and it really brings both sides together, both figuratively and literally. I'll take us down here to about minifig height. This is what a minifig would see walking into the downtown core. You're greeted by a little pizza shop with an awesome little ad banner above the pizza shop advertising something that's going on at the comic book shop. I'll get into closer detail on that. A little bit down the block there, you can see a little fruit and veg smoothie van. This little tuk-tuk vehicle is just kind of cruising around, offering smoothies as it goes. Pretty neat that you not only get all these little service businesses and shops, but there's also a little mobile vehicle cruising around dispensing refreshment. We'll start our little deep dive here at the first thing a LEGO minifig would see coming to the downtown core, the pizza place. They have a great brick-built pizza slice sign out front, but most of the cute details are right here inside. That is a brick-built rolling pin on the side. They've even got a little suggestion of a bowl full of dough, a thing for condiments, and the little Forno oven there has pizza boxes stacked on top, and that's a LEGO paddle, like a boat oar paddle. That is the suggestion for getting the pizzas in and out of the old style traditional oven. Nice touch. Next door to that little pizza joint, we've got this cute little outdoor noodle shop. That is a little bottle of soy sauce there in a noodle bowl. There's lots of places to pose figs here because there's a great mixture of studded pieces as well as flat tile elements, and that's even a little printed piece there of a manhole cover. This store has a sign out front advertising that it is a comic book shop, but it is so much more than that. It's got a lot of Ninjago memorabilia on display. That is one piece of it right there on the checkout counter with a little printed piece for a pay pad. But just as a little abstract, cute little nod to Ninjago, on the far left in the corner there, that is a very, very small, very abstract build of a real-life LEGO set, the Temple of Air Jitsu. Well done, little shout out. I won't spoil the rest of the secrets in here, I just wanted to give you a quick look. Above that comic book shop and memorabilia store is this tiny little, I guess it's more of a janitor's closet, but it's more full of gardening tools than anything to do with janitorial. There is a wrench there, a chainsaw maybe for trimming the hedge, and a little shovel just in a utility bucket. This is maybe where the downtown handyman or caretaker goes to store his tools. Above that little maintenance closet, we have the entrance to the hotel. This is the front hotel desk. You can see they've got some advertisements there for some of the things going on around the LEGO downtown, and that is a little desk set up there with a computer for check-in. Interesting too, you can see the walk down the hallway walkway that attaches the two buildings. From the minifig's perspective, they would walk across this little walkway going in between the two buildings if they were checking in or out of the hotel. The one and only hotel room as part of the hotel here consists of a cute little bedroom with a bed and nightstand table with lamp, and a fully furnished bathroom with toilet, shower, sink, you name it. It's even got a little suggestion of a drain there on the floor for the shower, and it's got a little glass door that leads out to a very luxurious balcony. Again, all part of this little hotel room. One of my favorite parts of the whole set. Very well done. Seeing all that from the back, I just wanted to give you another look now from the front, because the front is what's really gorgeous. The back is for play, but the front is really where the majority of the fancy bricks went into to make it look as beautiful as possible. You see that gorgeous rainbow, sort of a hopscotch crosswalk there, the blue bike lane, and that pizza place and the comic book shop from the front. It's really hard for me to get in there to show it to you, but above the comic book shop is a little tech store. They've got a few smartphones on display and a little PC for checkout, maybe like an Apple brand store is what I think they're going for. It's tiny, but it's very cute, and the huge slanting bay windows out front are amazing. Next up, we have this really thoughtful and well-placed barber shop. It's got a big bay window, which is nice, next to where the client would be sitting, and it's got its own front door access to the outside. Right outside the barber shop here is where that grassy area was with the girl playing her violin in a little makeshift park. The barber shop has a little bust there with a wig on it, I guess maybe showing what hairstyles are possible, or maybe it's a full-fledged wig head transplant situation. Hey, lots of things go in LEGO City that aren't normal elsewhere. We've got scissors, a brush, a bottle of what looks like maybe hairspray or just water to wet a client's head before they start snipping away. There's even the suggestion of a really cool mirror. It's just one sticker, but it's a pure chrome sticker that actually gives a really good reflection. Really hard to show in this small space where I can't get any light, so I apologize for not doing a zoom in on that. Above the barber shop, we have this adorable little vet's office. There is I think that's maybe a golden lab on an examination table there with a lamp over top of it. Looks pretty realistic. And on the right side, that is the parrot mold in a really cool colorway of that nice blue fading into yellow. He's on his own little perch, and that's attached to what looks like a table stand or maybe just a little piece of a desk. Not a huge space, but enough to pose the presumed veterinary doctor figure in here and have some imaginative play, which I like. Third floor up now, above the veterinarian office, is something very interesting. On the right, not so interesting. That's just looks like wheelchair access, which is nice, a ramp that goes up to that big, long walkway that attaches the two towers. But to the left, that is a ring light with a cell phone attached to it, a little desk and a chair, and it looks like a influencer, YouTuber perhaps, is doing an unboxing video. Pretty hilarious. Like, When I got that together, I actually sat back in my chair and smiled. That was a nice touch. Fourth floor, or should I more say rooftop, outdoor space. This is a little concert setup. There's a dance floor done there with blue and alternating orange translucent tiles, all with studs for Lego minifigs to strap in. A banner light set up there on a string light pole, which is cool. 2 brick-built pump and speakers, and he's even got himself a little turntable set up with a printed record. Very cool. I want to be invited to these kind of parties. This seems like a pretty happening space. Outdoors and above, I wanted to give you a nice shot now of this whole section, the 3rd floors plus rooftop. We've been looking at a little bit more up close. That is the barber shop on the bottom, the vet's office in the middle, and remember that amazing brick-built banner. It's just a big, giant, iconic blue Lego brick, but that isn't one piece. You actually build that, and it seems to just be there for artistic impression and style, which I love. The influencer's little booth there, his little apartment, and then above that, the party top, rooftop with that turntable and dance floor setup. And a similar look now at the hotel. It encompasses 2 floors. The walkway there matches up to the front desk of the hotel. That's where I showed you the interior bit. And then the hotel room itself with its own private deck is above that. And hey, sustainability, we've got a little bit of a solar panel action and some wind turbines going on the roof here. This little corner of the whole set is probably my favorite portion. So, whether you're a Lego minifig hankering for a slice of authentic homemade style pizza, maybe a delicious bowl of noodles, moseying on down to the comic book shop, or just looking to spend some time in the park, on your way down to the barbershop, this Lego Downtown has pretty much everything you're looking for. A quick little close-up of the 2 included vehicles with this set. I use the vehicles term here loosely because that little scooter barely qualifies, but hey, it gets somebody around. The little tuk-tuk here from the Fresh Market, brewing up their smoothies up and down downtown main drag. Really cute here how it shows a little box of fruit and veg, the blender, and even a little drink ready to go. With both their quality and their quantity, here is the only thing in this entire set that could show up the Downtown itself, and that is the minifigures. We'll start off with my 2 favorites here. On the left is the young woman checking into the hotel, and on our right is the woman who runs the check-in checkout desk at that hotel. Both have amazing torso prints and adorable face prints. And speaking of face prints, they both have alternate face prints. I am loving the lady there on the left. She looks like she just found out her reservation was cancelled. Ooh. That, or maybe the bowl of noodles she had downstairs, isn't sitting too well. Torso prints do carry over to the back, but they are quite a bit more subtle than they were on the front. Next up on the left-hand side there is the gentleman who runs the outdoor noodle shop, and on the right that is the veterinarian. Great torso prints here for both these guys. No alternate faces for these 2 dudes, but their torso prints do carry over to the back. On the left, that is the girl enjoying her violin in the park, loving her hairpiece, and on the right, that is the young woman who runs the pizza joint. Printed torsos for both figures here, both very well done, and the one on the left even has some printing on her legs. Very, very cute. I'm not loving the transition of what's supposed to be her skin tone, matched up between her face, her neckline, and her arms. It seems like 3 different colors there. A bit of a mix-up maybe on the print, or the print not going as deep as they wanted it to. Look now at their hair pieces from the back. They look spectacular, and you can see a little bit more of what I was talking about there with the print for her neckline not matching up to her skin tone. It's a nitpick, but something I noticed and I thought worth mentioning. Next up, we have these 2 service-oriented individuals. On the left, that was the gentleman I was assuming was working at the tech store. You know, the store I didn't give you the greatest look at, which again I apologize for. I had him out relaxing on the bench in the park in my overall shots, but I think that's where he's supposed to be employed. And the gentleman on the right there, I believe, is the caretaker for the overall downtown facility. Both figures have really great torso prints, and I love the hat on the gardener maintenance worker. Torso prints do carry over to the back, but no alternate faces for either of these 2 gents. Next up on the left-hand side there is the barber for the barber shop with his amazing coiffed hair and fantastic face printings showing some really good facial hair. To the right side, that is the suggested character to be running the Fresh brand smoothie delivery service. I'd say food truck, but it's just too small. Both figures do have great alternate faces. Torso prints for both these characters are fantastic, and here's a look at them from the back. Next up, on the left side there, we have the gentleman I think who is running the comic book shop, but is also dressed up in full cosplay, supporting some sort of video game or maybe animated film. He's really giving it though. I'm appreciating that costume a lot. Great printing on the torso there. And the gentleman on our right is the guy set up in that little apartment with his ring light and his camera doing that unboxing video. And I'm going by the headphones alone here. I think it's also he is the implied DJ of that rooftop party area, as that rooftop party area is right above his apartment. Both figures do have alternate faces, but the guy on the left in the cosplay, his isn't so much an alternate face, it's more just to represent the interior mouth of the cosplay character he's dressed up as, and I gotta be honest, I'm not crazy with the job LEGO did on either of those prints. His face print is not nearly yellow enough to be a LEGO minifig face, and this print shows a lot of green around the sides, which I don't think matches the interior of what the mouth would look like on this creature. The guy on the right, I think he's got the worried look. Maybe he just checked his subscriber count. I feel for you, dog. 10 out of 10 torso printing for both these guys, not just on the front, but that does carry over to the back. Look at the implied muscle definition to the armor of the cosplay dude on the left. Like, that is well done. Last up, but certainly not least, there's two child-size minifigures with this set. On the left there, I am living for that girl's headband. That cat ear headband just made my day when I saw that. The dude on the right, loving the printing on his top. I would totally rock that sweatshirt. Both characters have amazing torso prints, and the little girl even has a little skirt piece suggestion there, separating her torso from her legs. A really great alternate face for the little girl figure. And a look at their back sides. Not only do the torso prints carry over, but get a look at their hair molds. Both hair sculpts are awesome on these two kids. Like, wow. Just wow. Can I just wrap the review up and say this is amazing, I love it, if you can afford it, go pick it up, because that's how I feel. This was not only the biggest LEGO City set of all time, this was not only absolutely incredible and filled me with joy every moment, but I gotta level with you, this was one of the most pleasant building experiences I have ever had with a LEGO set, period. It's an 8+ age rating. I think that's spot on for an 8-year-old to be able to put this together. I had a blast putting this together. Every moment was magical. Every time I got a section together, I would just kind of sit back and admire it before I grabbed the next set of bags to begin the next portion. This really made me feel like a kid again, and that's a hard thing to capture once you get over the age of 30. So, very impressed here. This set is incredible. I'm really at a loss for any kind of negativity here. This set was just pure bliss and pure joy. Not to overstate the obvious here, but I guess if I had one negative, it might be the cost of entry. This is a pricey item, especially for a toy. $199 USD or $259.99 Canadian equivalent is not exactly chump change. That's a lot of bread. So if you are into LEGO City, this is absolutely the crowning jewel of achievement. But the price point won't exactly make it available to everybody, which makes me sad. The LEGO City Downtown, just wow. Just wow. This is the biggest LEGO City set ever released, and I feel it. Sitting here with it in front of me, I can't imagine being a child getting this for a birthday or Christmas present, waking up and getting this put into your lap, the hours of possible play that's here, the shops that they've included here, the diverse level of play of what's going on in a city, whether you're going to get a haircut or grabbing a slice of pizza, heading on down to the comic book shop, or checking into the hotel. There is so much going on here for play. And even for adults, if you're maybe a bit intimidated about where to start building your LEGO City, well, here it is. This is where you start. There is so many sets, even just of recent memory. The apartment complex, the ice cream shop, other sets I've reviewed, by the way, that would go perfectly with this set. So, I mean, even if this is all you have, job well done, LEGO. This is all somebody needs. But if you're trying to add something to a LEGO City or have a place where a LEGO City can sprout from, this is it. Endless hours of play. If I had one negative, I could say it's expensive, but I mean, come on, it's a big box with a lot of pieces. Of course, it's going to be expensive. But if this is within your wheelhouse of affordability, I encourage you not to let this go. This is the kind of set that someone's going to pass up on, and 2-3 years from now is going to be getting gouged in the secondary market because they are going to be upset with themselves that they didn't pick it up when they could. I had so much fun building this, and it was a lot of fun showing you this today. In my heart of hearts, this is one of my favorite LEGO sets of all time. I had so much fun today. If you had fun hanging out with me, please consider subscribing to the channel, and hey, leave me a comment down below. I would love to know what your thoughts and feelings were on this truly incredible, heartwarming, magical, amazing LEGO City set. Until next time, know that you are very appreciated. Take care.